Hello and welcome to the first edition of News Across Nigeria for the week. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On today's program, agreement reached in Ogun State between Farmers Association and cattle breeders. Security in Cross River State gets a boost with the donation of vehicles to security agencies, making Calabar safe. While NAFDAC destroys expired products. We begin in the northeastern part of the country. Over 80,000 Nigerian refugees in the Republic of Cameroon have an assurance come from the federal government of their safe return to their respective states in Nigeria. This was made known by the spokesman of the National Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Sanu Dati, in a statement, explaining that the refugees have been in Minawao camp and other locations in northern Cameroon for close to 3 years. He adds that the camp, currently managed by the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, UNHCR, and the Republic of Cameroon, on behalf of the federal government, received its last donation of food and non-food items in October 2016. According to NEMA, a total of 239,000 Nigerian refugees fled to the neighboring countries of Cameroon, Chad, and Niger as a result of the Boko Haram insurgency. In the southwest, farmers in Ogun State and the national executives of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association have reached a peaceful agreement on how to operate without any form of rancor which has characterized their relationship. The meeting, which was held in Abeokuta, Ogun State, has the national president of the Cattle Breeders Association, Mohammed Kiroa, and the chairman of the Southwest Farmers Forum, Segun Dasaolu, representatives of the state government and security agents in attendance.
In recent times, the relationship between cattle breeders and their host communities has been characterized by hostilities which has resulted in many deaths and the loss of property worth millions of naira. This forum, attended by farmers and the national executive members of the Miyetti Allah, however, is being held to promote a renewed peace and cordiality in the communities.
The state cannot do without the Fulanis. Today, if you get to Abeokuta, party everywhere. Who provided the meat? It is the Fulanis who are rearing the cattle that we use for this party. We cannot eat rice alone unless there is meat there. So we must live together, but we must live in peace without disturbing each other.
As a further step towards ensuring the much-needed peace, the Ogun State government, represented by a director in the State Ministry of Agriculture, announced some of the measures being put in place by the state government.
In a bid to solve the issue of cattle menace and cattle rustling, the governor has approved the renovation of one animal disease control post, construction of 5 additional animal disease control posts, and construction of 5 quarantine stations at every entry point into the state. That is just to show that the governor is interested in those issues.
Speaking with journalists at the end of the meeting, the national president of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders restated the determination of the association towards promoting peace among its members and their host communities.
Miyetti Allah label Fulani leaders, we don't want any problem between us and Yoruba communities because we are together with the Yoruba communities all along. Now we don't allow any criminals activities enter inside this crisis. We just come here to sit with the farmers, with the government, with the security to avoid any criminality in this issue.
Beyond the words, concrete actions must follow to reduce the friction between the breeders and members of the host communities.
Inter-boundary crisis has been identified as one of the major causes of underdevelopment in any community. In most cases, while the perpetrators of these crimes go scot-free, The victims, especially school children, are left to suffer the aftermath of the battle as they have to stay long periods at home for fear of reprisal attacks. This report examines the aftermath of clashes and the education sector.
The results of war: destruction, tears, escape. This is what the new Native community in Odupani local government area of Cross River State was reduced to in September. The same situation occurred in Adadama under Abi local government area, where wanton violence tore the place apart. Months later, both communities are gradually coming out of their shells, although a lot of places are still under lock and key. The schools are the first to slowly come back to life, with skeletal classes recorded. The teacher laments what the loss of time means.
Those who are going to write exams, we are worried about them, the SS3 and JS3, and even those who are supposed to be writing the state mock next session. So we are worried that normal activities have not taken off. Even the children who are supposed to have registered for JS1, all that has been grounded.
Just soliciting for government to come to our aid, because people are stranded and it has really affected both strangers and indigenous here. They are just living in fear. So want government to come to our aid to see what they can do to bring peace, so that people can come back to their residence and feel free.
Life without meaningful development in the places that need it will only result in more violence.
Honestly, if you want to deal with community problems and things, you have to secularize the approach, developmental approach to that place. Modernize those places. Take the tools and the platforms and the dynamics of modern life so that when you are in the remotest village in Nigeria, you are not too far from a train station. You can use your internet. Okay? If you have a secondary school education or polytechnic, you don't feel for your life to have meaning, you must leave your local government.
Keeping the peace in cases like these is never easy, but the authorities in charge say they're in control.
Our police force has deployed our men to that area to make sure they restore peace. Presently, the mobile police force also are there to make sure the area is calm.
The reasons for the mayhem are things many say could have been resolved amicably by the warring factions. So the hope is that the lessons of the past will be taken to heart to avoid a harsh recurrence in future.
Meanwhile, also in Cross River State, in a bid to curb the insecurity challenges and ensure a smooth and crime-free 2015 Calabar Carnival, it's that time of the year when security is heightened across the country because of an increase in criminal activity. In Cross River, Governor Ben Ayade has donated 160 vehicles to security agencies in the state. He says the Homeland Security Project is a commitment by his administration to address the issues of insecurity in the state.
Calabar, the Cross River State capital, is reckoned as one of the most peaceful and crime-free states. But there has been threat to lives and property in recent times, which has pushed the state government into action to strengthen the security operatives. Governor Ben Ayade is raising the level of security he wants for Cross River State with a donation of 160 vehicles to operatives. He believes this will further boost the Homeland Security Initiative, which comprises indigents and the security agencies.
I'm very happy that we have a team that has actually shown truly that Cross River State is a state where you come to relax. It's a very peaceful state. In order to sustain that, Cross River State government is investing in providing the security support services.
The State Commissioner for Police, Jimoh Ozi Obe, gave an assurance to the governor that he and his command will not fail the state.
There's no where human beings are living that you have a crime-free condition. What we are trying to achieve is a manageable level of it, that the ordinary people across River State will be proud of, that they have a set of security agencies serving them.
The Ayade administration's vision is to ensure that visitors and residents have a good experience of living without fear of being attacked or their property taken from them.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the federal government looks to boost food production across the Nigerian states. Please stay with us.